lot to talk about this video blog. First order of operation. My boy's having a tournament on the 31st. If you're in the Fight Night, or if you're in Need for Speed, or if you're in I don't know what other, Madden, he's having a lot of games there. Hit him up. Here's the website right here. Go check him out. Alright, that's the plug. Got the plug out the way. So, getting right to it. That's me calling from the past. I'm not... Watch. Hello.
Donde!
Hey, what's up, man?
Donde, what's up?
Hey, yeah, Wendy and Adonde. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of a video blog and I need to get this stuff done. So I'm going to have to call you guys back. Okay, bye. Alright, so if you never want to be challenged and you never want to be encouraged to think, then I'm not your man. If you don't like to think, then I'm the wrong guy to have in your corner. Anyways, something to think about vlog number 3. Roads and religion. You guys ready to think? Alright, let's think. For some reason, many of us like to approach religion like it's martial arts. It doesn't matter which form of martial arts you jump into, whether it be Taekwondo or Kung Fu or drunken boxing or Wing Chun or all these other hundreds of forms of martial arts out there, because you know, it's very hard for me to be practicing Wing Chun and say, you guys doing karate, you're doing it all wrong. If you're into martial arts, you're into martial arts. It doesn't matter which kind. That's kind of how I used to approach religion for the majority of my life, until I actually started paying attention to religion. I like the analogy of life being like a road. Like, I'm sure you guys heard the song, "Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long." I'm sure you guys have heard that song before. With life being like a highway, have any of you guys ever wondered how we can tell what road we're on? Let's try this. You and I were on a road trip. I'm the driver, you're in the passenger seat. Let's just say you fall asleep, alright? When you wake up, how would you be able to tell where you are on that road? I'm sure some of you know the answer to this question. You look around, you check your surroundings, you look for signs on the road that you're passing, or you could even ask me, like, yo, where are we? The other day I woke up and I left my TV on the night before, and it was on Good Morning America. And they were talking about, there was a recent study on religion, and they found that 98% of Americans believe in God. I was kind of surprised in that number. I'm not saying this is totally 100% true or accurate, because I never got the phone call and nobody ever asked me if I believe in God or not, but that number is a lot bigger than I thought it was for Americans. They say that 98%, with the majority of that 98%, many of those people don't like making it public because they know they're going to face ridicule, and people don't like facing rejection, they don't like being ridiculed, so a lot of people just keep their mouth shut on the topic. People are going to talk negative about you whether you do good or whether you do bad. So if you're worried about being ridiculed, regardless of what you do in life, people are going to ridicule you. Alright, regardless of what position you're in, regardless of how quiet you're going to try to keep, people are going to ridicule you. That's just how some people are. And I know there's a few of you out there that know exactly what I mean when I say that. I'm liking life, or I'm liking the idea of life to roads, and I'm liking religion to a certain degree to directions. You have your life and you have religion, and then you have your roads and you have directions. Alright? You guys still with me on this one? Okay, that's good. So now, with that said, no two roads are exactly the same. If they were, the second road wouldn't exist. Plain and simple. You can have two roads that are very similar. A lot of roads are very similar. When you really look at religion, no two religions are exactly the same, or else the second one wouldn't exist. Plain and simple. The reason a lot of us believe what we believe is because it was woven into us since the time we were this big. Once I realized that, like, I believe what I believe because my parents believed this. That's the only reason I believe this. That wasn't a good enough reason for me to believe that. So then I asked my mom one day, I was like, you know, you guys send me to a Baptist school here, but what's the difference between Baptists and, I don't know, Jehovah's Witnesses? You know, if they're both talking about Jesus, they're both talking about God, what's the difference between them? And she's like, oh, there's no real difference, they're all pretty much the same. That answer was okay, but I always knew that it didn't echo properly in the back of my head. So then I'd ask Jehovah's Witness people, I'd start asking questions to a lot of my friends that had different denominations. And the answers I got, I was never satisfied with any of the answers I got. You know, I even would ask friends, hey, do you know any Jehovah's Witnesses? Hey, do you know any Catholics? Hey, do you know any Protestants? Do you know any Methodists? Do you know any Seventh-day Adventists? When I was getting ready to get into this thing, I just hungry. I was like, yo, I want to find out this stuff, alright? So then they'd be like, oh yeah, Josh is Seventh-day Adventist, or SWooZie, she's Catholic. So then I'd go to them, and not a lot of them had the answers I was looking for. I was pretty unhappy with a lot of, they're very flimsy answers. A lot of it was, I don't know. I'm thinking, you know, these are the basic questions. These aren't really difficult questions, and this is what you believe, and you make it known to everybody. And it became very clear that a lot of people I talked to didn't really know too much about what they believed.